and I believe Dr. Pillai will be taking a short break as we welcome our new guests. So we have Goldal Kaba, who just joined us here, and I believe we're waiting for Pedro Lopez to appear on the screen. Okay, great. So welcome to you both, and thank you so much for joining us. So let's start with Pedro.
Hi, how you doing? Everything's going well, it seems. Thank you so much for
good.
having me on this beautiful joining of people. Just to give you a little bit about my background, I'm currently the founder and CEO of Zen Gardens Consulting, where I've incorporated about 18 years as an attorney and spiritual teacher into the consulting services that provides people improve their present condition and also their business dealings and legal profession as well. So I've kind of incorporated both the spiritual aspects of my practice and also with the attorney and legal side of my approach as well, and to kind of a conducive approach to helping people.
Mm-hmm. And that's pretty fascinating. Thank you for being here and sharing who you are. I know you have a keen interest in the light body. So from your perspective as a spiritual teacher, an entrepreneur, an attorney, what makes the light body compelling to you?
Well, if someone told you that there was something that could improve your health, could improve your relationships, could even improve your finances, and a certain practice would be able to bring all these three different elements that we have in our material world together, wouldn't it pique your interest? And I think for myself and for many people, that was probably one of the first draws from a professional standpoint, something that would help me increase my intuition, help me kind of anticipate what my client's needs would be, help me discern when that little voice inside your head gives you a suggestion, how to expand upon that, to have more success in business, to help you in relationships, and to just maintain a healthier person. And when I started embarking on that, what I realized was that it was much more than that. That's the easy part. That comes almost along with the package of starting to practice towards the light body. What I found for myself was really self-mastery. It taught me to not be a victim to the circumstances around me. It taught me to have a self-mastery in all aspects of my life, which included expanding consciousness and everything. And I found a much more deeper, profound connection into who I am, what my kind of latent abilities are, and who I can really fully be. And that was really the impetus that kind of embarked me on a longer journey of trying to figure out the philosophies and understanding what this light body is, because in Western culture we really don't see much of that mentioned.
Right. Yeah, that's so true. Which leads me to my next question. Your interest in the light body isn't anything new. You've been pursuing this and looking for teachers and studying different practices for many years now, right?
Very true.
So, so where have you've traveled? You've looked for masters. What have you found?
Absolutely. I mean, I've traveled throughout the world, throughout Europe, South America, Thailand, India, Tibet, Nepal, China, you name it, I've probably been there one form or another. And what I found consistent through that, and this is including travels to the Himalayan mountains all the way to the Andes in Peru, was that every culture has a name for the light body. Every religious sect has an identity with the light body, and I was fascinated by that. Even Judeo-Christian call it the resurrection body. I remember being in Santiago de Compostela, Spain, and one of the ancient cathedrals where St. James is buried, and I had an audience with an elder priest there, a Catholic priest, and he was talking to me about the resurrection body. That is something real, and that is something that the church maybe does not nearly talk about it to the masses, but it's something very real. And I was intrigued by that. I found the same thing in the Buddhist circles, by the rainbow body, light body, in Taoist circles called the diamond body, in mystery schools called the solar body, all the way back to Persian times, to Egyptian times as well. They all had a name for the light body. When I looked into it further, I also realized that historically it was people with power, people that were presidents, emperors, popes, kings, pharaohs, wealthy individuals that had access to the secret knowledge. And for them, in part, I believe, from the research I've done, was to increase their power, to increase their success and longevity in life. But it was much deeper than that. The other big thing I realized was that you really had to go to these far-off places to get a deeper understanding. for what the light body is. I went to Guru Rinpoche's cave in the Himalayas. It took me about a week with my wife Catherine, traversing, not showering for a week, going to the countryside to get to this obscure cave where he reached his light body. And I meditated there, and it was a profound experience. But it dawned on me, not everybody can do this. Not everybody can go to the Himalayan mountains. Not everybody can go to these far-off places and change their life and dedicate it to that. So the part of Dr. Pillai's teaching that has most intrigued me is he takes this wealth of knowledge, this ancient knowledge, and from his perspective, from India and from other parts, and he makes it into a contemporary approach, an approach that can be distilled and can be followed and understood by Western society. And that's the part that I have found to be probably the most profound in the way he teaches and he approaches it. You don't have to go to the mountains and fast and you almost starve yourself and live a solitary life for years to attain it. You can maintain your family. You can maintain the things that you enjoy doing. And all those things start to enhance in your life immediately, as well as the part of having a deeper connection with yourself. So that was the main part.
That's perfect. Thank you so much for sharing that. That really encapsulates it for us, I think. And I know you and your wife are on this journey together, so you have also the partnership, and you found Dr. Pillai recently, so now you're able to not have to travel around the world unless you want to.
Well, we'll always travel, I guess, but now we can also do it in the hotel room when we travel as well, not necessarily
right.
in the cave.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Pedro, for joining us.
My pleasure.